We go again with that anecdotal evidence, personal experience can inform my narrative. All right, so fucking Lil Wayne versus Skip Bayless versus Shannon Sharp. All those leading questions. What does that tell you, Mr. Wayne, when you were in fucking England, where virtually everybody's white, and you go out and you look at that crowd at your concert and everybody's white? What does that tell you? Well, man, it tells me that it tells me that racism is over, man. For me anyway. I know I'm blessed, and I got a lot of money, and it's nothing but success for me, and I know that's just my personal story. But I never experienced no racism. Wait, so you never experienced racism? Well, how do you feel about these millennials that say this? And what do you think about the older generation that says this? And they all say racism is not over, and it's the worst fucking thing ever. What do you got to say for yourself, Lil Wayne? Oh well, man. I've been blessed. Nothing bad happened to me, and that's just the way it is, man. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I know that's just me, and for some people it's different, but it's just I've been blessed, and it's been nothing but good for me, and I experienced no racism. But Lil Wayne, what we're trying to get you to say is fuck white people. Can you just please say that for me? Nah, man. I'm cool. I'm cool right now. I'm real cool. The bug eyes, and I smoke a lot of weed, and I make money. I'm living the dream, bro. All I do is smoke money and spit verses, and everybody loves me, and I love everybody, and it's all cool, and that's my personal experience. All right, but we're at an ESPN show where we cover a lot of football. Skip Bayless, acclaimed a football pundit, and there's Shannon Sharp, Super Bowl champion tight end for the Denver Broncos. He's fucking awesome as shit, and he thinks racism is a big deal. And Skip Bayless is over here being a white knight. So, Lil Wayne, can you please talk along to the narrative? Well, man, it's just it's not my personal experience, and I can't speak on that. Like everybody's trying to talk to me about community and the world and shit, and all I care about is my children, like Neil and the other names I said that are my children. Those are what really matter to me, and that's my whole universe right there. I'm a loving father and an artist, and that's what I do. Yeah, Lil Wayne, but just in any way we can get you to say this, we're gonna set up all these thought experiments and personal scenarios. Skip Bayless, do you think you can get Lil Wayne to say fuck white people? Lil Wayne, will you please say fuck white people? No thanks, man. I don't got any experience in that. I'm just gonna be here and speak from my personal experience because that's all I can speak on, and it's not my experience. Lil Wayne, please say fuck white people, and racism is like the biggest fucking thing ever right now. Nah, man. I mean, what else can I say, dude? I grew up a racial minority. I keep saying this over and over again, and anecdotal evidence, but yeah, dude, I was like the only white kid on the block. There were some white kids down the block, but all my friends were Mexicans. All my antagonists were Mexicans. I lost a tooth to the fucking shoe of a Mexican. But I love Mexican food. I love some fucking mariachi music. I mostly don't fucking care for the music that was playing out of the neighbor's El Camino with the lawnmower in the back on his lawn at fucking 6:30 in the morning when the sun's not even up. But I loved where I grew up. I visit back there frequently. I fucking love it. I love it, dude. There's this one family-owned Mexican restaurant that I've known since I was in diapers. I know the people running the place since they were in diapers, and I know their fucking parents and their grandparents who make the best food that's not even on the menu, and you got to know them to ask for it. And every time I fly back over to Colorado, I eat at that restaurant about 7 or 8 times over the week, as much as fucking humanly possible. And it's this run-down, rinky-dink ass restaurant that they're finally selling because they never fucking renovated the joint. They added like a pool room that nobody uses, and they fucking fixed up the bar, but the bathroom still doesn't even have a door on it, and the urinals are like, I don't know, 50 years old. But even though I had mostly good and some very bad experiences in Longmont, and a bunch of them revolved around race, not all of them, what can I say to you all? Nah, man, I don't hate Mexicans, and I don't support anti-immigration policies and stuff, and I mean, you know, maybe some people did antagonize me and shit, but you know, for the most part, racism isn't part of my experience, and you know, I grew up without a father, you know, and one of my male role models was my mom's best friend, who was the blackest man on the planet, and he wore like straw hats and Hawaiian shirts and loved to go out fucking dancing, and his wife was a white girl and shit, and you know, man, he taught me to like read Lord of the Rings and shit, and he fucking wanted me to do better in school, and he said like, you know, you're a smart kid and you need to do better, so even though you're 9 years old, here's a book that's bigger than your fucking head, and you should read that. Only he didn't say fucking because he was more classy than that. I'm just saying that because I talk like that, because all my friends swore and shit, and my friends were Mexicans. And you know, so I'm supposed to hate Mexican people, and I'm supposed to want them to go back to Mexico, and I'm supposed to hate black people, and they're supposed to go back to Africa, and I'm supposed to hate gay people, even though I lived with roommates who was a lesbian couple, and they were very kind to me, and they were like my aunts. I even called them my aunts, and I love them very much, and I know I'm supposed to hate them because I'm an American white man, but you know, I don't. And I mean, you're supposed to tell me to say black people are niggas and Mexicans are wetbacks, and I'm supposed to say gays are an abomination and shit, but you know, I'm not gonna say that. I know you want me to. I'm not gonna say that, you know, because I mean, it's all cool right now. And, you know, I got out of that situation. I've been nothing but blessed. You know, I'm middle class and I got nice things like a flat screen LCD TV and a PS4. And I got the internets now, even though I didn't grow up with it. And I got a smartphone now. I'm recording this shit on a smartphone. And, you know, that's just my experience, man. I mean, you can't get me to say what you want me to say. I'm sorry. Young Money, Young Money.